Eagles 5-1. The Eagles are 5-1, top of the division. Let's go.
Hey. The sky is falling down.
Nah. Let's go.
Yo, what is going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth. This is why we started this, because of you. I'm tired of listening to your, fantasy that you're living in right now. Always talking about 17-0 until proven otherwise. BS! That was pretty close last year, thank you very much. We could have easily won those 3 games we lost and been 17-0. Bruh, stop it. Right? You happy to have 7 of those 3 games? Look, we lost. We lost. We could win the Super Bowl, but we lost.
The sky is falling.
Nah, ain't no sky falling here, man. Hey, relax, Cowboy fan. I know you're a Cowboy fan. Hey, you're an undercover Eagle fan talking about, oh my God, Eagles are doomed. But guess what? The best is yet to come.
Yes, sir. Welcome to episode 7 of The Truth, where BG31 and JC Sportstalk tell you the truth about our football team. And the truth is, the sky is not falling, guys. Everybody need to pump their brakes a little bit. It's still early. It's one loss. We couldn't go undefeated. I always like saying 17-0 to prove another way. But I know in my heart we're not going to go 17-0. So everybody chill out. I did not like losing to the Jets. I did not like that part. But I did say in my preseason thing, I thought if Aaron Rodgers were there, that would be a tough game, but he wasn't there, and we still lost. So, how you doing, you guys? How you guys doing? How you doing, JC?
Hey, look, I'm doing great. You know what I mean? Yes, we played one of the worst games I've seen all season, and we still had a chance to win. All right. Hey, there's some question marks there on the, on the offensive play calling. You know what I mean? There's some question marks there. Why didn't we run the ball more? There's a lot of unanswered questions. Why throw it 45 goddamn times? There's a lot of unanswered questions. Why not pressure, a damn Zach Wilson more? A whole bunch of unanswered questions. But those questions could easily be fixed. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, okay, pump your brakes. If y'all Eagle fans are field weather fans and stuff like that, relax. I'm telling you right now, the last time the Eagles had a bad loss like this, we went out and made improvements, and we went on a run. So relax, just sit back and let Howie do his thing. And Jalen Hurts, this might have been the best thing that happened to him.
Hell no.
I'll tell you why.
That is not my Jalen Hurts, man. That was not my Jalen Hurts playing out there. I'm all on Twitter. Fourth quarter, a minute 56 left. Time where champions make championship. Well, let's go, Hurts. Interception. What the is going on here? Yeah, really, it was literally the same game we played in Washington last year. Where everything possible that could go wrong went wrong.
But we played better Washington last year than we did against the Jets. At least we put up more points. We put up 14 points. And we ain't doing another thing at all. We didn't score another point at all. I'm more frustrated about that than the loss, because that means something happens. I don't know. So, but we definitely gonna get into it. But I'm more frustrated that how we put up 2 red zone drive, 2 touchdowns, and then we were gone. We're done. We're ghosts. That's it. The whole game. Not a point. And then we got Big Leg Jake missing the field goal. You know what I mean? Okay, I forgive him.
That was weird.
You know what? Well, I do forgive him because he's our MVP. But that's when I knew that this game was a game was the Philadelphia Eagles looking ahead to the Dolphins. I don't know, but this game was not the Eagles right there. This game was not the Philadelphia Eagles.
It feels like that's what happened in Washington last year. We kind of looked ahead, like, okay, we're not worried about Washington. We already beat Blue Mound. We already beat down on them. But I don't know, man. That defense came to play. We got to give some credit to the Jets, too. Like, they played outstanding football. You know what I'm saying? Like, that defense was on our offense's butt. But for me, I'm like, I told you this last show. I am not impressed with Brian Johnson. I'm not impressed with this guy, how he's calling the plays. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed with none of this that's going on with him. And everybody keeps saying, hey, he's doing good. Hey, calm down. You know, let him do his thing. You know, the offense isn't really that bad. But I'm not impressed with the play calling, my guy. How you feel about that?
But I feel like that BJ came into this season saying, I got my own stamp on this offense. Yes, we all know we have the talent. We have Jalen Hurts. Last year we had Miles Sanders, but guess what? I think we have a better running back than Miles Sanders this year. You know what I mean? With Swift, a better running back, more shiftier, like more quickness. Like he busted a hole. Like he's not about, you know, east and west. Yo, he's north and south. So we have a better offense, in my opinion. AJ Brown, he's having a good year. We do gotta get Devontae Smith involved more, but I hate the fact that we keep going to 1-1-1-1 and then 1-1-1-1, 1-1-1-1. Spread the goddamn ball. If it's 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, I don't care. If it's 100, 100, 100, I don't care. But I hate the fact that, you know what I mean, that right now people are starting to even, I don't know if you clip that or about to play it or about to pop it up with the whole Donovan McNabb.
Oh, I didn't clip that one.
Huh?
I didn't clip that one. But McNabb, like, he's a hater. But yeah. I will say I felt that way too. I think we talked about this last show too. I feel like the coordinators does try to force AJ the ball. And I know they said, I know I watched, LB, shout out to LB and Philly Mike and those guys just talking about, it was spread out last game. For me, I just don't think Jalen needs to throw the ball 40 sometimes. Like, that's just not his game. Like, don't have him do it. Not saying he can't do it, but just don't have him do it. It's not his game. He's not some guy that needs to throw the ball 50 times a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to use his legs more. You got to run the ball more. Where was, Swift at? Where was Gainwell and these guys at running the football? Like, we've been running the football the last couple of games, and AJ was still getting his yards. Like, I think AJ had less receptions than, or less targets than Smitty, and less targets than Goddard, and less targets than, even Swift. But at the end of the day, it's like Jalen don't need to throw the damn ball that many times, period.
He does. Look, I mean, we ran the ball 22 times for 80 yards. I think this is like the first time all season where we didn't go over 100. Like, we ran the ball 22 times for 80 yards, averaging 3.6 yards a carry. But we threw the ball 45 times, 28 for 45, 268, 3 interceptions. Because right now you became basically one-dimensional. So now, hey, the Jets was like, oh, shoot, holy crap. We took them off their game plan. And now let's do what we do best. Let's just drop back and just play Jalen, and just play the throws instead of trying to come up and help with the runs. That's what happened. Like, it was like, the Philadelphia Eagle game plan, the number 2 leading rushing team in the NFL, like averaging over 160 yards. Let's stop the run. But then when we stop ourselves, the Philadelphia Eagles stop ourselves. We stop ourselves from running the ball. So now the Jets, it was like 2 versus 1 playing right there. The Jets game plan was to stop the run. You know what? We're good. We're going to help you stop the run. We ain't going to run the goddamn ball. We're going to run. We're going to stop the run. So the Jets, guess what? This is a freebie. So what sense does that make? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Brian Johnson identity is. I don't. What is it?
Like Nina said, what is the identity? What is it? But last I checked, you run the football to set up the pass. That's the reason why we've been doing so good this whole, 4-game stretch. He was getting off. Swift was getting off.
games. We 5
No,
and
he's
1.
getting off, and that's why it opened up the pass. You still gonna get your passes in. Run the damn ball.
You will get more passes in doing what you do best. The Philadelphia Eagles are trying to be cute. I don't know,
Indeed.
and there are two. They are trying to justify the Jalen Hurts contract. I don't know if it's Brian Johnson saying, "Hey, I want to put myself on the map." I don't know if it's AJ Brown complaining, I need the ball. I don't know, because Dallas Goedert to me should not be an afterthought, right? This dude been in the game maybe 1 time, 2 times out of 6 games. Why is that? Where are the targets going to? Who's putting this game plan in place? And how can we get back to last year, man? And one thing I noticed around the league, the Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, a lot of teams that was great in red zone offense last year, top 5, are bottom 10. Why? Because we're not running the ball. Zeke is gone, right? Miles Sanders is gone, but he had 13 rushing touchdowns. And it didn't come from 80 yards. It came from within the red zone, a lot of his touchdowns. Where did that go? Because we trying to be cute now. You know what I mean? Your Dak Prescott, we trying to hey, don't throw an interception, right? Zeke is gone, but we're just going to keep you back a little bit. Your Miles Sanders is gone now. Shane Steichen is gone. But you know what? Hurts got paid his money. So we're going to try to, let's justify him getting paid his big bucks. Let's just throw the ball more. This pisses me off. If we only go back to how last year offense is, who cares, BJ? So what? You win, you get noticed. You lose, you're an afterthought, and your system comes into play. Your system gets into question. What is Brian Johnson doing? What is he doing? I guarantee you, if you run the same system, Brian Johnson is a good OC. But not anybody talking about that. We're talking about, what is your identity? What are you doing? How did Jalen Hurts regress from last year? 7 already?
Good point. Good point.
Right.
That's what we're going to talk about here. Do you feel that Mr. Hurts has regressed from last year? Let's get an honest opinion, because I'm the biggest Hurts fan. And I'm telling you, he looks like the year before last, the first year in the system type quarterback again. That's what he looks like out there. And I love Jalen. And I feel like we went back to the future 2 years.
Yeah.
We went back to the future 2 years, and Hurts is starting all over again because it's a new system, and now he's confused again.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I'm not even going to. I agree. I think that he has regressed this year. I think that he's trying to force things this year. You can see, 3 of his interceptions was a miscommunication with, the wide receiver, the running back, the wrong routes being run. And he seems a little happy feet back there again. You know what I mean? He looks confused. Yes, Nina, he does look confused to me. So what is going on? I feel like with Shane Steichen, second year in the same system remember, last year was his first time in the same system and now but we all thought, oh my God, Brian Johnson, he knew Jalen Hurts since he was in his diapers, wiping his butt, powder and stuff. I mean, and we was like, oh man, we good. But the thing is, for some way, somehow, are they too close? I mean, is Brian Johnson criticizing Jalen Hurts? Is he calling him out? Is he up in his face because they knew each other for so goddamn long? It's hard to hurt your best friend's feelings, right? So okay. All right. Is this working? No, I need someone to be away from Jalen Hurts that's not that close, but to at least try to say, you know what? Listen to me. Every great NFL player wants to be coach. They don't want to be baby. They want to be coach. Even Jalen Hurts said it. I'm a coach's son. I want to be criticized. I want to be coach. Having your best friend, a guy that knew you since you was little, and now be your OC, and now try to please you a little bit. But at the same time, he's not trying to make you look bad. Now he's trying to say, hey, you know what? Throw the ball a little bit more, Jalen. Oh, man, we got to put you on the map. But that's hurting him because now teams are playing. And then teams are playing the Eagles different. They are playing for Jalen Hurts to beat them. They're not playing to stop the run. They are playing for Jalen Hurts. You were the runner-up for MVP. You went to the Super Bowl. You on magazines. You on commercials. Hulu got sports. Show us that you are worth it. And that's what's happening right now.
The force feeding them. They're making them. And what's up with this draw thing every single red zone trip? Like, like we ran it a couple of times last year. I know it was wide open. We scored on them, but it was because it was a new thing. It was like, it was a shocker for everybody. We're running this thing way too often in this red zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Hurts don't need to be running quarterback draws in the red zone. Period. Let's stop that. He's becoming Mr. Draw. And I like seeing Jalen run. But I don't like seeing him just run the same play. Like, some of these are getting him hit for no reason. He's getting hit for no reason out there because he's trying to run these draw plays, which, man, come on. He ran them back-to-back last game, like back-to-back. Like, really, you're not that original. You're going to say running back again when you only got 2 yards on the play? You're going to say running back again. Yeah, we get it this time. We had our best lineman, Lane Johnson, out of the game. And our record without Lane in the game.
Bad.
Our record's trash.
Bad.
Trash without Lane in the game. You couldn't think of anything to help this guys out. You still want to drop back. We got 2 substitutes on the right side of the football. Opeta and Driscoll. Driscoll sucks whenever he's just coming in. You got 2 substitutes on the right side of the ball, but you just want to keep airing it out.
That's where the pressure was coming from mostly.
Yes.
Wherever they were at, that's where the pressure was coming from. But, I mean, some of these comments are good, man. Like, the office isn't catered to Hurts. I don't know. I mean, I really think that it's catered to someone. I mean, maybe not Hurts, but who is it catered to? It is not catered to the Philadelphia Eagles identity. It's not. It's not. The Eagles identity, I don't care. You saw that. You saw last night. If y'all was up to watch that Monday night game, you saw Dak Prescott. All of a sudden now want to be a running quarterback, right? Sometimes you have to keep the other team off balance. You have to go to what is working. Throwing the ball was not working. That's why he was 28 for 45. It was not working. Why not keep running the ball more, especially going against a bottom tier defensive, a run stopping team? Why not explore that? Just, okay, let's just say the first 10 times you ran the ball, you got a yard. Do something different, like a screen or something, like some RPOs, some quick throws, some running back jaws, or anything, but don't use your quarterback. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I feel like they like looked at the clippings, and even like to come with my headline, but you want to push brotherly shove and air raid it out. You had 3. I know they seen that there were 3 starting cornerbacks from the Jets out. 3 of them. That made them think, we're going to throw the ball this game. But you can't be that obvious.
You can't.
Don't you think if you think we're going to throw the ball this game because there are 3 cornerbacks out, the Jets are going to be prepared for you to throw the ball? They know they ain't got the players. They're going to give these guys as much help as possible to make sure you don't air raid and beat us and blow us out that way. Yeah. And I just feel like they dropped the ball this game.
The thing is, because, all right, so Jalen Hurts got sacked twice, right? And we sacked Zach Wilson like 5 times, right? So, but the biggest thing is this. If you're not running the ball, there's no need for the linebackers to come up and try to help stop the ball, right? So now, what you going to do as a linebacker? Man, I ain't got no job. I can't stop the run because they ain't running the ball. Let me drop back. How you think Williams got interception? Yes, the ball was like kind of tipped up, whatever it was, but he was back enough to get the ball because he's not playing the run. There's no need to, for your linebackers to come up and stop anything because we're helping you stop them for. That's it. But the thing is, I need these guys to be balanced. It's making it obvious. And I knew that they was going through the ball a lot. 3, especially Sauce being out, the second string corner being out, I kind of knew that they was going to throw, and like it kind of worked into the Jets' favor. I mean, yes, it's still, even though they're not a good run stopping team, but now you help them be a good pass stopping team, because now they're dropping, 7, 8 back because you're not running the ball. You're not doing what you got to do to make them at least try to play the run. Like 22 times is not enough for me. It's not enough, especially when you're the second leading team, rushing team coming into this game.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that I feel like we beat ourselves, because we did a lot of stupid stuff, like stuff that is uncharacteristic of the Philadelphia Eagles. Turn the ball over, not running the ball. I mean, you're Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith wide open, dropped the ball.
Rob.
So a whole bunch of crap that went wrong. That's why the sky is not falling. We fix ourselves. We can win every game if we fix ourselves. If we don't, then we're going to lose every game.
Well, yeah, I know it's been damper. Let's do talk about, I know we say we force feed the ball to AJ, but let's talk about AJ, man. 4 games, first time, ever for the Eagle. 4 games over 125 yards. This guy definitely got to be, up there with some of the best in the game. How do you feel about AJ's play so far? He was one of the only bright spots of the football game.
I mean, no, he wasn't. No, we just talked about this. They're force feeding him. Okay, so
I'm trying to be positive.
No, I'm not being positive about nothing. Listen, AJ Brown, 9 targets. Matter of fact, 9 targets, 7 receptions. Devontae Smith, 11 targets, 5 receptions. I don't know where that went wrong, but I feel like that a whole bunch of Devontae Smith targets were so badly underthrown or overthrown that he didn't have a chance, right? And now AJ was just perfectly there. He was like, I can't mess up with AJ. Let me throw it perfectly to AJ. Because like 11, Devontae Smith is a number 1 wide receiver. You are not going to throw him the ball 11 times and he's only catching it at 5. That's not happening.
No.
So I feel like that they are force feeding AJ, since he came out and spoke. But the worst thing is, let me see. Goddard, 8 targets, 5 receptions. All right. Andreswift, 10 targets, 8 receptions. But those were like 40 yards, 42 yards, double-digit targets for 40 yards. AJ, 9 targets for 131 yards. I just feel like whatever was going on, that there was like the matchup is AJ, everybody else, clear away. Make sure you take your guy and take him away from AJ and make sure that AJ is 1-on-1. I've never seen AJ was double teamed when they threw the ball. But I seen Devontae Smith double team trying to throw the ball. Like he was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, so I've seen that. So what is going on? There's a miscommunication somewhere in there between Jalen Hurts and the wide receivers. I guarantee you, watch what happened next game. Devontae Smith is about to go off.
He said Devontae dropped 2 perfectly thrown balls. True that. And I do want to say that about Jalen. I do feel like a lot of
11 targets, though. 11 targets, 5 receptions. Come on, ain't that bad. I don't care what we seen Devontae Smith the game before against the Commanders, right? Just going between 2 guys and came up with one hand, body, his little bone, bare back over there, 130 pounds, bone sticking out, hit the ground, got up like nothing. So he's not going to drop 6 targets, 11 and only 5. Nah. Okay, let's just say 2. Where the other 4 at? Like, you know what I mean? So it was like double team. He was trying to force Devontae Smith into double teams compared to AJ. It seemed like the whole thing was to get everybody away from AJ. AJ was 1-on-1. Every time I saw him catch the ball, nobody else there besides AJ. Nobody else there.
Yeah. I do feel like you got to stop. You got to stay spreading the ball around, period. Like, I just feel like he'd be trying to get these guys involved too much as opposed to reading this route, reading this concept. He's trying to get certain players involved. Okay, well, I know AJ's over here. I rolled over here, so let me just throw the ball to Smitty. I know Smitty's, over here, but I rolled out over here. Let me throw the ball to AJ. It's like, come on, stop with the predictability and get back to doing what you do best. Pick this defense apart. That's what makes you the Mr. Triple Threat. You know what I'm saying? Triple threat means you make smart decisions. You go to whoever is open. I don't give a damn if Kenny Gainwell got 20 receptions because he's wide open on every single play. If that's what the play calls for, that's who you need to throw the ball to. Not none of this freaking force feeding the ball to AJ, Smitty, Goddard, none of these cats. No one needs to be force fed. We got way too many weapons on this football team to worry about one guy getting force fed. But brighter news today, hopefully, because I tried it one time and it did not work out. We have a new receiver in the building, Mr. Julio Jones.
Why he got AJ number on? Why he got AJ number?
I don't know. He's number 11. You know that. He number 11.
Take that number off, Julio. Hey, Julio is number 99. That's how old he is. I'm not excited about this move. I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? I'm okay with the move, but I'm not excited about Julio. Okay. I'd rather have OZ starting, in the spot.
I'm like this.
Julio, to me, when was the last time he played a full season? 1999. Probably.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So y'all remember him playing a full season in the past 5-10 years. You know,
this dude said 99.
Yo.
Dang, Jay. Dang, he's at 99 was the last time he seen him.
Look,
wow. I can't say 99 like that. But
honestly, right? I feel like Ozzy could have done a great job. Remember when he started against the Bucks? He did a great job. You remember when he started against the Bucks? He scored a touchdown. He was catching passes left and right, like you know what I mean. So I feel like because of Julio, they're not even going to double team him. Like he's just going to be all right, man. That's Julio. Oh my God, you know what? My dad used to play with you, and now I'm in the league. No, for real.
I still got your rookie card.
So, but. This move, I said I trust Howie. If you follow me on Twitter, I said I trust Howie. You know what I mean? If Howie think Julio could help us out, okay, I hear you. Okay, fine, cool. But where's OZ? All right, what is he gonna be doing? So if I'm Howie, then I'm saying, hey, OZ return kicks, right? Covey return punts. Jones, you in the slot or switch him. Devontae Smith in the slot. Have Julio outside, AJ outside, put Devontae Smith in a slot. Ain't nobody stopping him because people is going to be afraid of Julio because of his height. You know what I mean? How big it is. But as far as him burning you, it's probably not going to happen. But Devontae Smith now can have a lot of opportunities with some linebackers, with some 4-string DBs in the slot. So this move is okay, but I don't get horny by it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I trust Howie. Hey.
And Howie we trust, my guy.
Yeah.
And it can either be one or two things. It can be a Robert Quinn move, or it can be a Dominican Sue move. And I look at it like this. I'm not big on Oz. I'm not that big on that guy. He's not scaring nobody. Let's be real. He's not scaring
That's
nobody.
the problem. But he's making every time he's playing. Every time he's playing, he's making catches. Period. He don't have to scare you. Are you making the plays? Yes or no? Every time he's playing, they throw him the ball. He's catching the ball.
I feel you. It's like this. If Julio's been chilling, you know how he did it. You know what? We in week 6. Now you're getting picked up. He's refreshed. You know what I'm saying? He's had some time on the couch. Rehabbing those injuries or whatnot. If we can get a solid Julio, not to be our number 1. See, that's the thing. He's been going around teams trying to still be a number 1 or a number 2. Even when he went to the Titans, he wanted to be number 2 to AJ. We don't need him to do all that over here in Philly. We just need you to be reliable. Now tell me this. Name another receiver that's big, that physical, that can go out there, run block well, because Julio is a great run blocker, and he can catch the third down. Imagine him in a Jason Avant type role for our offense. You know, fourth down, third down, fourth down, red zone. You need those 6 yards. He's a big physical body that, you know, he deserves. If Julio catches 3 balls in a game for like 40 yards, I promise you, they're going to start worrying about him for the rest of that game. He has the name. He's a Hall of Famer type receiver. So he started getting hot in a football game. A coach will say, oh, Julio's getting hot. We need to put some coverage over there.
Hey, he should be. Hey, you're right. He should be in the Hall of Fame right now already 5 years ago, because he ain't that good no more. I don't care. I'm telling you the truth, and you're lying to the people. He's not that good no more. He should not be. Offense wasn't our issue, but I get it if you want to. And now, you know what?
To be the 4th option on our football team, Julio Jones, he's only 34.
Is offense our problem? And
Yes.
but there's 2 questions. Is scoring points our problem? Besides the last game,
Yeah.
was offense our problem? And do you want Hurts to throw more or less? Because we just started him throwing 45 times, and now you say, "Oh yeah, we want him. We want to throw some more. We got." What the hell's going on with the running game?
Offense is still our problem from last game and from the game before, because we are trash in the red zone. A guy like Julio can score those touchdowns. Jake Elliott shouldn't be outscoring teams, my guy. He's outscoring whole football teams in points right now because he's going to kick so many goddamn field goals. That should not be the case. Our kicker should not be, you know, MVP of the team right now because he's going to kick that many damn field goals. And we think if we scored that many points, all them red zone times we made it to the red zone and scored touchdowns. And that's what I think Julio will come in for. Julio would be that guy. That he's a reliable, sure-handed guy. Julio can catch regardless of how slow he is right now. I'm not expecting Julio to be that Quez Watkins stretch the field type guy anymore. Hell no. But I do expect him to be able to run 6 yards, turn around, block out of a cornerback, and catch the damn ball.
Oh,
you know?
Okay, yeah, we need another JJ Sigel Whiteside on our team. Congratulations.
Oh, he said JJ. He is JJ. Julio
Jones is another JJ. He's there to block. He's there to block. Okay, but the thing is, we already went over this, BG. Throwing the ball more in the red zone because the field has shrunk 20 yards. It's not 100 yards no more, or 80 yards from 20 to 20. It's 20 yards. You know what? There's 11 bodies on the defensive side that's saying, watch the throw, watch the pass. That could do this, that could do that, that could just jump in the way. It is a different ball game when you come to the red zone. We don't need to throw more in the red zone. We need to run more in the red zone, because now if you spread them out, you have Julio, AJ, Smitty, go 4 wide, got her out there. Now, guess what? You don't stretch everybody out. You know what I mean? Linebackers is Goddard. Linebackers might be Smitty, Julio Jones. Now, guess what? You open the hole for the run. That's what made it.
Maybe that's why we did it.
Man, please.
More concern on the outside. I don't care what you say. No matter what, if Julio Jones is healthy on the football field, you got to pay him some kind of respect, period. You know, when your 4th cornerback or your safety or your linebacker is on a Julio Jones, my guy, he's too much of a vet. He's a vet, dude. He can ball out any 4th corner in the league. I promise you still can ball out any 4th corner in the league. I promise you can still ball out any safety in the league. And I promise you can ball out any linebacker in the league. Now, starting corners, maybe not. But those guys, yes, Julio can ball them out and score a touchdown for us. But like you said, maybe it is to put some more emphasis on the pass and make it them think that that's what we're going to do in the red zone, and then we hand it off to Swift. He scored.
All right, so if offense is our problem, why are we scoring about the same thing from last year?
But not in the red zone.
But the problem is this. Last year, we was also having more success with pick sixes, with turnovers, short fields, right? And we was running the ball more. It wasn't throwing in the red zone. Hurts only had 22 throwing touchdowns last year? So if we got to the red zone that much, and he was throwing that much in the red zone, why only 22? Why? Because we was running the ball.
Hurts kept getting down at the one, and we're doing it.
Hurts had
shove.
double-digit rushing touchdowns last year, and a lot of it came in the red zone. Miles Sanders had 13 rushing touchdowns last year. A lot of it came in the red zone. So now, 25, almost 25 plus touchdowns came into the red zone because we wasn't throwing it that much. That's why he only had 22 passing touchdowns. So look, all I'm saying is just bringing in Julio Jones to me is going to put more pressure on who? Jalen Hurts, with Goddard, with Smitty, with A.J. Brown to throw the goddamn ball. That's why I don't care about the move. So I'm not like, oh, Super Bowl. No. You know what I mean?
It's definitely not like a Super Bowl type move. No. I didn't feel that way when I seen it. Like, oh yeah, Julio. If this was 99, 2005 or something like that, I remember all
wild card exit move right here.
Playing Madden and having Julio Jones on the team. But that was
1999.
You know what I'm saying?
1999.
That was 2000, my guy. Get him now. Ain't really moving the needle either way. But at the end of the day, I will say I think he will be great third. But you got to realize it's a third receiver, but it's fourth option. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you to be the fourth option on this football team, an established veteran type guy that went to 7 Pro Bowls. You know what I'm saying? He's on the all 2010 decade team. This guy's going into the Hall of Fame for sure. Like, I know he hasn't done much because he kept getting hurt, but I think because he kept trying to come back and play, and he kept thinking he was going to be a number 1 or number 2, on the football team, to the point where he kept coming back too early. He's had time off. He's rested. He's ready to roll. And I think it won't be that bad of a deal. I think he can bring something to the football team like a suit where you're not looking for him. Like, Oz still get some targets. Just because he's here doesn't mean he's taking all of Oz's, targets away. It just means that he's gonna get some targets. You know what I'm saying? He's Julio. And why wouldn't you want to throw his big ass ball? Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say get him to him as much as possible.
Someone told me today. Let me tell you what my fiance told me today. Like, she saw a meme on social media. She said that someone said having Julio Jones on his football team is like you in high school having a girl that you always wanted to be with, but then never give you a chance. And then 10 years later, you met her. He's like, God damn, I dodged a bullet. You know what I mean?
That's happened. That's happened quite a few times, my guy. Quite a few times.
So if you're a girl,
that didn't go that route.
So if you
why you being so cold to Julio like this, man?
No. I gotta tell the truth. I got to
bring it Alabama's spirit, roll tide to the office.
No. So let me reverse it. So if you're a female watching this show right now, it's like having a guy in high school that's built, oh my God, captain of the football team, and then 10 years later, he got a bare gut, bald-headed,
Al Bundy
in the middle, teeth missing, talking about, hey, boo, what? It's too late. I don't want you no more. That's what it is. It's like, Julio, you couldn't be healthy 5 years in a row. You wasn't healthy at all. So even when he was A.J. Brown, he got hurt. Like, come on, man. So I'm done with Julio. It's a okay move.
Do you think, put like this then, JC, do you think it's going to be like a Robert Quinn signing where he's just along for the ride?
Yep.
Just hopefully if we win it, he get a chip before he goes. LaShawn McCoy with the Chiefs, LaShawn McCoy with the Bucks. Well, you're not really playing, my guy. You're just there.
One game after he can't. Robert Quinn played one game, went on IR for 4 games, and I never heard of him again. So I think that Julio Jones, off the couch, pull hamstring, he done IR. Who knows Julio Jones? You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear about it. I feel like that we was trying to get younger, not older. Offense wasn't our issue. I don't care what anybody said. Offense was not our issue. We are like a top 5 offense, scoring offense in the league. You can't be a top 5 scoring offense in the league if you need help on offense. So it is what it is. But I think defense is our problem. But I still feel like Howie Roseman is not done. This Julio was a low-key move type of thing.
Yeah.
He hopes it work out. If it doesn't, it's not really a big deal. But I'm not like, woo, we got Julio Jones. No, defense win championships, not offense. We saw that last year in the Super Bowl. We needed one stop, one sack, one turnover. We couldn't get that. So it doesn't matter how much points you could score if you are not stopping teams. And right now, that's the honest truth.
Okay.
That's why that true sign is under me.
Oh, it's just under me though. I always tell the truth. I always tell the truth. Let's talk about some truth then. Let's talk about another guy that's been on fire, Mr. Hassan Reddick.
Oh yeah.
Ballin. Another 2-sack game. Wasn't a 2-sack game again? The guy's a monster, dude. You were starting to see. I told everybody like, "Where's Hassan?" I'm like, "Well, that thumb injury thing is kind of preventing him from doing what he needs to do." And we've seen those first couple games come out. He didn't really do nothing, and we're like, "Whoa, is Hassan not that good? You know, is Hassan struggling? What's going on with Hassan?" And now that cat's been off his hand, the boy's been balling. He's been balling, man. Something exciting to see for this defense. And I will say like this: listen, the defense as a whole, I'm not mad at them. Last game, to be honest. The side to me is getting a little better. I'm not giving him the full bouquet of flowers or nothing like that, but I will say he's getting a little better out there. He's calling a little bit. He's pitching some shutout quarters out there, and this defense is starting to come alive. We just missed a lot of pieces on defense, man. A lot of dudes got hurt. And I think that's the biggest problem, but he still was. The offense lost that football game, basically what I'm saying. 4 turnovers. You ain't never winning a football game with 4 turnovers. 4-0, they didn't even get a turnover. So 4 turnovers to none. That's usually an L 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, I mean, even though we had 5 sacks last game, Hassan Reddick had 2.5 sacks, right? 5 total sacks in 3 games, since he got his cast off. Had 1 game, 2 1 game, and then 2.5, 1 game. So now he's at 5.5 sacks. So maybe top 10 in sack leader after not even being a no-show the first 2 games.
Right.
But, look, I like it. I like, the fact that our defense, at least the front, is not the problem. At least the front 7 is kind of the problem, is the back end, because we are so injured, man. A Blankenship, like he's a tough nose player, but he got them ribs, man. What the hell's going on in Philly? Where you got them rib pads, man? Right? I mean, when I played in football, I was band-aid. I had all kind of knee pads down to my ankles. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Have
my ankles up, please.
I don't want nothing broken. And now people is trying to show off their abs and just trying to show off the calves and and ribs that don't even work. None of that protection no more. And now you have to go out for a game, 2 games, because your ribs is bruised. You know what I mean? Your Eagles have so many rib injuries. Like Blankenship was out a whole game because his ribs was hurt. And now guess what? He's back with another rib, at least 1 game after he came back. So to me, just like, okay,
your pants don't stop looking cute.
Our back have been bad is because of all the injuries.
What are you gonna do about it though, for real? Like, what are we gonna do about the secondary?
I don't know, because y'all thought that Joe was gonna be the next coming to God. You know what I mean? And Joe been getting cooked like barbecue chicken. Like, he has like been a disappointment. At honest truth.
But is it really disappointment, or is it the fact that
outside,
he probably wasn't really expecting to be playing that much this year?
But that's not my problem, because y'all kept on saying he had a good camp, he's ready to take over, this and that. I was like, I would put Joe in the slot position and give him help. Like Maddox, right? If you put Maddox on the outside, as good as we think that Maddox is in the slot, he probably would get cooked on the outside.
Oh, yeah, he would get burned.
Yeah, so why are you going to put a young guy on the outside when you could give him help? Maddox played Kittle, Josh Pitts. Kittle, Josh Pitts, like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, all the tight ends, he shut him down.
Yeah, he shut him down. You know why? He had help underneath. He had help on top. He was sandwiched in between. So Maddox didn't have to worry about nothing. So why not do that with Joe, a young player? Just have him play. with his speed, just have him play the slot and give him plenty of help. And then you leave Slay and Bradbury out there, and then you work around that. So man, I don't understand.
We act like we had our starting corners out there too. We didn't have our starting corners out there either. Like Slay didn't even play last year.
One.
You know, we're missing one. Plus,
but, I mean, Maddox.
Really, a slot corner too.
Right? No, we used to play without him. All last year we played without him, basically. Like he came in for 4 games and got hurt again. So like that whole run.
But the reason why it worked because we had our 2 outside corners and didn't make that so much of a big deal. They rotated in the slot. You know, they had players that can go down there. How do you feel about Josiah Scott pickup today?
I mean, yeah, he's back. Next.
Nothing special.
No, ain't nothing special. So that's why I say that, hey, Howie isn't done. I mean, I feel like Howie is like us now. Like the past 3 years, Howie been like saying, oh man, we need to stop the run. Let's go get Sue. Let's go get Joseph. We need a wide receiver. Let's go get AJ Brown. Hey, we need a running back. Let's go do this. So I'm telling you, a move is coming, but when? I'm hoping help is on the way, but how far deep are you trying and willing to go before you say, do we need help? Okay, let's go grab someone. Let's go trade for someone. Because I'll tell you what, if you give a first-round pick for listen to me, BG. Not all first rounds are created equal. If you give a first-round pick or a high second-round pick to the Cardinals for a Buda Baker,
hell no.
The Eagles is going to be picking 31st, 32nd. What the hell is that? That's a second.
Buda Baker made that big of an impact for our football team.
Buda Baker is an instant impact for the Philadelphia Eagles. Instant. He is. You know what? Him and Blankenship, or even him without Blankenship, Buda is everywhere. Have you watched him play with a sorry behind team named the Arizona Cardinals?
Right now, Arizona is not Buda Baker that's a star. It's Kayvon Wallace who's a star over there.
Because Buda Baker is hurt.
And Kayvon's balling. He didn't ball for us.
Yeah. I don't think he's balling, but there's no way that that's why people trying to say, hey, you trying to compare, Julio Jones with Umbrella Man. You trying to compare Buda to Kayvon Wallace? Really? Stop it. Stop. You asked me what would help this team. You put Buda back there. You put a Bettis back there. You put any top safety back there that know how to be physical, right? That could help the DBs out. You know what I mean? Blankenship save us a lot of times.
What everybody's got Sidney Brown, huh? Everybody, Sidney Brown and Dawkins.
He hurt. That's the only reason why
he got back, right?
I don't know when he's coming back. Hamstring, he got hurt with the hamstring though. See, that's hard to get over, man. Hamstring injuries are hard to get over, but yeah, like I think if you go out and make a move with Blankenship there, with either a safety, because look, you cannot make a move at corner. You brought Slay back, you brought Bradbury, a Bradbury back. Your only move is safety. That's the only move that you should make.
Our front seven is pretty solid. I would say that's all you need secondary move. Our front seven, especially my boy, Big Jordan Davis. You gotta have a sack, baby. I told you Jordan's gonna get them sacks this year. He's gonna get them sacks. And with him, we are still the #1 rush team out there. The Big Jordan Davis in that middle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like a safety is definitely needed. But I heard everybody talk about Sidney Brown. I'm huge on Blankenship too, but like you said, he's getting hurt. And we don't really have depth behind that. That's any good. Edmonds turned out to be a bust. That guy's trash. We ain't got no slot cornerback. Like our secondary is really killing us right now. How you feel that's like we're about to go against the Dolphins?
Well,
the goddamn Dolphins. Darius Slay nor Bradbury can keep up with Cheetah. We can just throw that out there right now. Just throw it out there.
All right. So before I go to the Dolphins, man, Jordan Davis had 2 sacks, 1 forced fumbles, right? But that's not his biggest impact, right? His biggest impact is run stuffing, in the middle as a defensive tackle. So, but the X factor against. Yes, okay. We all know that our speed is not going to match up with the Dolphins. That's common sense. But the X factor is Jalen freaking Carter.
Is he back?
I don't know, but we need him because the pressure up in the middle and in the face of Tua, a shorter like QB with the pressure with Jordan Davis, with Carter, just going up in the middle, putting the hands up. That's your X factor. Do not try to match speed for speed because you ain't got it. We lost. Okay. So if you try and do that, then you lost already. Then just cancel Christmas. You don't about to get your backs blown out, right? Like the Commanders on, on a Thursday night, like the Cowboys on Sunday night. You're not going to get none of that. So the thing is pressure. Eagles got 5 sacks, acquired 5 sacks, by the way, but on a lesser quarterback. But now he didn't have, Waddle and Tyreek Hill and Mostert. You got to watch out for Mostert too. You got to watch out for and whatever running back they're bringing in to replace A-Chain, watch out for him too, right? But the thing is, the Dolphins defense is not that good, right? They're not like a top tier defense. I mean, the Panthers went up 14-0 on them. The Panthers, a bottom offense went up 14-0 on them. But the Dolphins came back and boom, scored 40-something
real fast because of Cheetah.
But the thing is this: you think if we have a 14-point lead on the Dolphins, if we play smart, if we play the Eagles ball game, run the ball, tire their the non top 10 defense out, that we can't put up 21, 28, 35 to like 7-10. I think we can.
I know we're up by a lot of points against the Jets and still lost.
Huh?
We're up against the Jets and still lost.
No. I said if we no. The thing I said is if we play our game up 14-0, we play our game. Just not like we talking about Hurts is throwing for 45 times. We talking about the reverse. Hurts is throwing for 22 times, and we're running for 45 times. The Dolphins is not stopping anybody right now. They're not a top-tier defense at all. We went against better defense. The Jets was
better defense.
A better defense.
That's true.
The Buccaneers, the defensive coordinator, that team was a better defense. So I feel like it's just one of them things where that we could play, like we could win this game if we play our game, but you cannot go out there throwing 30, 40 times because you need to keep that offense on the sideline.
Yeah, you got to definitely keep them off the field, man. Definitely. What up, Grant? How you doing, my guy? He said the Bills tried that. JC Tua was kept relatively clean. The Bills played their best game that day. Fins, it's the defense that cost them that.
Wait, but the Bills blew the Dolphins out.
No, what he's saying. He's saying that the Bills, the Dolphins defense is what cost them that game.
Okay, so like I'm saying the exact same thing. I'm saying that the the Dolphins offense is top notch. Don't mess with them. In order to keep a Tom Brady, a Peyton Manning, the greats off the field, right? I'm not saying that Tua is a great, but their offense is great, right? You need to run the ball and play aggressive defense. So that's what the Bills did. The Bills was running the ball. Josh Allen was escaping the pocket like a Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? He had a Diggs there, a Davis there, Kincaid and Knox, and was running the ball with Cook. So we have all that. But I think that we're a better offense than the Bills if we execute our game plan, and they blew the Dolphins out. So I'm not disrespecting the Dolphins offense at all. I'm just saying that in order to keep them off and have them play catch up, we need to play our game. Respect our game first at home. Kelly Green night. I'll be there. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to drive 3 hours, to Philly just to get, to drive back home sleepy as hell and drunk as hell on the road. I'm going to be drunk as hell and driving home perfectly fine because I have to win. You know what I mean? But
I
if we
feel
lose,
you.
yo, I'm
I
not
think
in the car if
biggest-
we lose because I'm gonna be pissed off.
the biggest thing is we gotta get to Tua. You know, Tua, kind of chokes in big games. You know, Tua kind of, if you get to Tua, he's just like any other good quarterback out there. Like you get to him, we got Hassan Reddick playing the way he's playing. We got Josh Sweat playing the way he can. Shout out to Sweaty out there, getting another sack out there. Jordan Davis and Milton or whoever, Fletch or Carter in the middle, putting that pressure up the middle. I think that's our only real shot. Like our front seven gotta smack him in the mouth a couple times. And then I don't wish nobody injury, but we need to hurt that boy. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need to hurt
I'm
nobody.
not saying hurt him like in a sense of like come out. I mean, like yeah.
No, we need to sack him. That's it. We need to.
The Jets, like he just said, we need to kiss that boy a couple times, 11 times,
20 times. Like
yeah.
Yo, we need to play our defense in the front because this is the first game. How coincidence, right? Look, it's a coincidence how the first game that Jalen Carter don't play, we lost because we was getting pressure. Yes, we got 5 sacks. But the pressure wasn't coming from.
Mel Williams played great.
Yeah, but the pressure wasn't coming from the interior though. Like Josh Sweat got sacked. Hassan Reddick got 2.5 sacks. Yeah, we got 5 total. So if Sweat got 1, Hassan Reddick got 2.5. There's only 1.5 left.
BG and Jordan got sacked.
Yeah, half a sack. Half a sack was Jordan. Half a sack, and then I think BG got 1. So, but it wasn't really the interior. The thing is, with a shorter quarterback like Tua, right, that needs time for a play to develop to go deep. I watched a lot of Dolphins game, right? Like the Tyreek Hill passes, a lot of them are like Tua got time 1, 2, and then
he just throws as far as he can.
He can't hold him, and he's like wide open, running past him like this.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if you get 1, 2, 3 throw. 1, 2, 3 throw, and that's exactly how we do when Jalen Carter is in the game. So I believe that if Jalen Carter play, that we will win that game. We will. If he doesn't, it's going to be a long game.
Okay. This game right now is built up with a lot of storylines here. A lot of storylines. Dolphins, Eagles, both 5-1. Waddle, Smitty, same draft. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts, Tua, one got benched for the other. Like there's a lot of storyline. Which one is your favorite storyline that you think is going to make the biggest impact on this football?
None.
Not the Jalen, Tua.
Yo, I even told my fiance this today. I was like, there's so many storylines. Just like you said, it's amazing how you brought it up. Because I was like, Tua, Hurts got benched for Tua. I mean, the coaches is not going to have to say, Hurts versus Tua, this and that. But we lost last week. We lost. Like, we have no ego, hey, let me run the ball 100 times and pass it for 2 times. That doesn't matter. We lost. If we would have won last week, 6-0, almighty, feeling ourselves, and we perfect, this and that might be a problem. But because I think we lost last week, it kind of refocused this team a little bit. Yes, we got some injuries, I understand, but to lose against the Jets with the worst injury thing that we had, especially on the defensive side, it was embarrassing. And then everybody was taking accountability, like Smitty. I got to catch the effing ball. I never seen Smitty that serious in my life since he's been an Eagle. He is pissed off. He said, I got to catch the effing ball, right? He wasn't talking about, any other one. He was talking about that one wide open one that probably could have been a touchdown and probably made a difference. He said, I got to catch the effing ball. So
what about that one, though? The league's 2 best receiving cores, in my opinion. You got number 1 in Tyreek, and number 2 in AJ, then you got Smitty and Waddle. Like, those are some dynamic receivers out there. You don't really think that these guys are going to make that big difference? Whoever has a better game.
I mean, no. I just feel like that our front is better to stop. So I'm not disrespecting, the Dolphins wide receiver core at all. I'm not doing none of that. I just feel like you get pressure to the quarterback. If you get pressure to Tua, you know what I mean? I watched enough Dolphins game to say, you know what I mean? Like to see if you get pressure, especially up the middle, he's really not a big scrambler on the outside. He's not like a extend the play type of guy on the outside like Jalen Hurts. He's not, right? He's one of those guys you drop, you put a bubble around, he drop back. Either he throw or get hit, get pushed, get sacked. You know what I mean? So some of those. That's all I'm saying. Right, that's all I'm saying. So I feel like because of our front, 5-6 without even blinking the eye, 5-6 without even having Jalen Carter, your best defensive player. I don't care what anybody say. He's the best defensive player on the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Carter, without having him, we still had 5 sacks. So I feel like with the full healthy front, regardless of how the back end look like, that if we could get to Tua within 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds, that we could win the game. I mean, if we're going to take our chances, and then we have a better running game than the Bills did. Yes, I know Grandizer. I see you saying all this, but I'm telling you right now, the Eagles have a better running game, which means that the Dolphins' offense will be off the field. The Eagles' offense will be on the field. We scored, and now the pressure is throw the ball to her, throw the ball to her, and that's when we start to feast. We're front running team when we're up. I'm sorry.
Okay, now saying that, right, JC? If Lane Johnson doesn't play, you see the record without Lane. The record is trash without Lane Johnson. If he does not play, does that worry you to the point where we cannot get that offense rolling the way it needs to be rolling? Because we see what happened when we left the game this week.
On one side, we're going to go. Hey, we're going. You know what? And this is the thing that people don't realize: the Philadelphia Eagles are a good pull, a guard pull running team, right? If Lane Johnson is not playing, okay, pull Dickerson to be the lead blocker to help. Your in out. And guess what? You still could be successful. We've learned how to play without Lane Johnson before.
No, we haven't.
We were smart. Yeah, but the games was at least a little bit better than, this. I'm saying the record without Lane Johnson. I do understand that. But how many times have we got away from the game plan that was working because of Lane Johnson wasn't there? So we're not. How do we say next man up, next man up? Jason Peters was one of the best left tackles in the league. We still won a Super Bowl. Darren Sproles, explosive back. We still won a Super Bowl. Carson Wentz, MVP caliber. We still won a Super Bowl. We believe in next man up mentality. I refuse to believe Lane Johnson is out. We can't win. That's BS to me.
I will say this, though, about Driscoll. He does suck on short notice, but when you give him a week, he does play a lot better. I give him that.
And we saw that.
There's no Lane Johnson
numbers, and we saw the same stats that. We're talking about Lane Johnson, but Driscoll. If you have a week to prepare, that's kind of like everybody, right? You're not expected to go in the game. Hey, looking like this. Oh, all right. But then you go. You're like, oh shit, my hamstring tight, my knees tight, my back tight. I was texting my girl on the sideline, and now I gotta get my head in the game. It's too late. It's too late, right? Next man up sounds cute, but when it's in the middle of the game, it's so hard, man. If you play football, man, it's so hard.
It's cold.
Because the skill set, the wide receiver, the running back, you always be like, all right, shoot, I'm ready. Because one hit, right? But your offensive line going down, you be like, okay, well, shoot, I seen these guys. Nah, we good, right? Yeah. So, the mindset is different than a skill position where you constantly just waiting, just warming up, just waiting your knees, just bending your knees, stretching, stuff like that. So it is what it is. We be in the fence. We ain't getting being R. Kelly Green. All right, yep, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, put Grandizer question up, man. I watch a lot of cards game here. Does not make an expert on the cards. Or look, Okay, Grandizer. Hey, you've been coming for me the whole freaking time you've been on. Like I said, I'm an objective fan. Outside looking in. Even if I'm not a Eagles fan, if you compare the Bills to the Eagles, I feel like the Eagles have the better running team. Yes or no? Am I lying or not?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the better rushing front team. The Bills are the Eagles. Like I would say the Eagles. The rushing front, pure pressure on the quarterback. The Bills are the Eagles. So those things is in the trenches. You win in the trenches and your quarterback playing smart. So yes, you saying that the Bills tried that, blah, blah, blah. The Dolphins got blown out by the Bills. So don't bring up the Bills game in this conversation. The Dolphins got their backs blown out by the Bills. So hey, just pick any other team that tried it and failed and then talk to me.
On offense, it's really about Hurts and his offensive coordinator, because you got to realize, I keep saying that our offensive line's built to run the damn football. I don't care what receivers we got out there. They're built to run the football. So if you don't go out there and you run the football, like you said, we're going to be in some trouble, guys. You know what I'm saying? If we try another 40-pass game, we are going to be in some trouble. This is not going to be one of them shoot 'em up, bang, bang plays. You know, Hurts versus Tua throwing 40 times a piece. Who can get the most receptions for the most touchdowns game if we want to win the football game. Because if we get into that kind of game, I think we lose the game. Because, like I said before, Cheetah loves to get open. He gets open very well, easily. We got to keep that man off the football field, man. He's a bad man. You know, he's a bad man.
And how do you keep teams off the field? How do you keep offense off the field?
It's running the football.
You
Obviously, our coaches always act like they have amnesia and doesn't realize that.
Yeah, but the thing is this. The Eagles have always been a good what? Running team, but a bad passing team, especially if you have injuries on the line. Yes, Grandizer, I watched Joey Shakes. He even word Eagle secondary is banged up. Yeah, look, I get all that. I'm not talking about, you know, the Eagles defense versus the Dolphins offense. What did I just say, BIRDGANG? If we're going to compare speed to speed, we're done, right? I'm
no shot in hell.
If the Dolphins is on the field against the Philadelphia Eagles defense, like speed for speed, we are done. But in order to, you know, to combat that is you need to get a good start, running team, play solid front defense to get pressure on. If we don't get pressure on Tua, we're cooked. That's it. So once again, you're not listening to me, and you in your feelings right now, Grandizer. You got your feelings.
And the thing is with the Dolphins, though, it's not just passing. They're like one of the best running teams too this year.
And we're the number one stopping running team, but they never face a run stopping team like us. Meaning that, like I said, Carter plays, we're good. Because I feel like our linebackers have improved in run stopping, especially this season than last season. Last season, we had to run out for help. Help! We get our head bust, help! But this season, we in-house. We are in-house. And we're stopping the run, regardless who we face. The reason why the Dolphins are such a good, you know, running team, they are the number one rushing team, by the way. They are number one. Is because teams are so afraid of not getting to Tua. And dropping 20,000 people back, and then the rush lanes are open like crazy. So that's all I'm saying. If the Eagles do their job, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Hassan, Reddick, F. Barnett, put somebody else in.
Yeah, that was horrible. Barnett is not looking great. No, he's not looking great. So what do you really think about this? Give me some hot takes for this game, you know, coming up here. You know what I'm saying? What? Give me some keys to victory hot takes.
The keys to victory hot take is Tua have to throw for under 200 yards, man. Under 200 yards, that is a hot take.
That is hot.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. But the fact that because if he throws for under 200 yards, we make them one dimension, right? Like we make them, hey, we gotta rely on our, our run game. You can't even get that going. So now it's just like, oh shoot, we're screwed. Like Tua needs to throw for under 200 yards. I know it's gonna be hard. I know it's gonna take some work. I know, but we gotta go out on a limb. We are at home. We cannot afford to lose 2 in a row. So that is my one hot take. Tua throws for under 200 yards. My second hot take is Tua gets sacked about 6-7 times. He gets sacked about 6-7 times. I know we had, Zach Wilson, 5 times last game, but I respect Tua that much. I respect him that much that I feel like, let me see, I got a feeling in this after you throw shit on my team and you not even listen to what I had to say. You ran away. All right. I mean, hey, okay. All right. I got it. But my second hot take is he's on his back about 6-7 times because I respect him that much. I respect Tua that much that I feel like the only way he could throw for under 200 yards is if he's on his back a lot.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So that kind of like just go hand in hand, And my last hot take is the Eagles rush 300 yards, either RPO, Andreswift. I mean, we rush 300 yards and we throw for under 200 yards. So that's the only thing I'm saying. You know what I mean? So to me, that makes sense. Like just consistent with everything I've been saying. I respect Tua. You sack him 6-7 times. He don't throw for 200 yards, and Eagles keep their identity and rush for 300. Devontae Smith monster game. Jalen Hurts RPO about 60-70 yards. Andreswift 150, and then you throwing whoever else you want to throw in to add up to 300 yards. But it's not going to be a big passing game in order to keep an explosive, respectable offense off the field.
I like those, man. I like all those, really. One thing I would change with that is I understand you want the sacks, but I must go off and say the Eagles need to go out there and get 2 turnovers. We haven't got turnovers over the last couple of
games. That's the lead into turnovers. Fumbles.
But we've been getting the sacks. We've been getting the sacks the last couple of games. We just haven't got no turnovers. We need to get turnovers. When it's going back and forth, Jalen touchdown, a Tua touchdown, Mostert touchdown, Swift touchdown. There has to be that turnover that changes the flow of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying the Eagles have to get at least 2 turnovers this game in order to win this football game. Like, we have to get the turnover. We have to win the turnover battle this game and not give up any. That'll be one of my hot takes. Second hot take is I need to see better. Brian Johnson will call a flawless game.
Run the ball. 300 yards.
Running, that's passing. I mean, like a flawless game. Like, I have still not seen a flawless game called by this man. Now, and we're only lost 1 football game. Yeah. So all those other games we won, there's still questions about his offensive play calling. Huge play questions. So I want to see a flawless coach game from our offensive coordinator. Come on, step up and fill those shoes. Don't let Steichen be the guy. Now he's gone and make you look like you can't handle an MVP caliber quarterback. One of the best offenses in the league. Show that you deserve to be here and call yourself a flawless game, man. And number 3 is number 3 would be Jalen Carter has to get to Tua at least 2-3 times, man. Like, you got to be back. Whatever's wrong with him, someone get this guy a massage, get him some pain pills, do whatever we got to do to get that bull on the football field. And he need to hit Tua a bunch of times, man. Like, let Jordan soak up the run, let Jordan soak up the double teams, and let Carter go out there and smack the hell out of Tua over and over again, because that's what this defense need, man. So those will be my 3 hot takes, but I think it really starts with that turnover thing. I think with these 2 high caliber offenses, points will be scored. You know what I'm saying? Points will be scored, especially with the lack of, secondary we got right now and the lack of defensive skill they got over there. Their points will be scored. We need that turnover. We need to win the turnover battle and get the ball, You know, that one time, maybe if we get the ball, we defer, get the ball at halftime, and it's back and forth right before halftime. Get that turnover so we can go up an extra touchdown and get the ball back. And that might be the difference in a football game. So, yeah, man, it's going to be nice, man. He said the Eagles are favored by 2.
Yeah. I mean, because they're on home, because that means that's a loss, by the way. That's
yeah, because you get 2 for being at home, right?
No, you get 3.
Dang.
That means the Dolphins are favored to win this game. So in person, the Dolphins are favored to win this game by 1, whatever it is. But you automatically get 3 games for 3 points for being at home, and you only favored by 2. That means that a lot of gambling people is really saying, you know what? We really believe that the Dolphins is going to go to Philly and win this game. Ooh. Period. That's what that means.
Put your big boy pants on.
So yes. So now look. So Grandizer, this is for you. This is for you, Grandizer. Look, I'm in a let me see, a 12-person league, $100 a person, and I am number 1. And guess who I got? Mostert. I need Mostert to go off.
See? No, you don't.
Huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
But look. But the thing is this. Grandizer think I hate the Dolphins. Grandizer think that I'm so blinded that, you know what I mean? Boom, it is what it is. I'm telling him that I drafted Mostert and I started him in every game. Y'all have him in 3 leagues and he's been winning every league for me. But the thing is, he's going against a different team. Yes, I have multiple. I have Waddle. I have Tyreek Hill in one of my leagues. I have Mostert.
You better sit Mostert this week.
No, I'm not.
He's not going to get shit.
Well, I'm starting Mostert. I'm going to look. I'm 5-1, $1,000, $100 league for 12 people. The winner gets $650, and then of course they got to feel sorry for the second place losers and third place losers. But you know what I mean. So the winner gets $650. So I'm invested in this regardless. So I'm starting Mostert this weekend, because I feel like he's going to get some yards. He's going to get some yards. Yeah, he's going to get – we're not going to shut out the Dolphins. We're not going to shut the Dolphins out. They're going to score. I just want my guy, Mostert, to score, you know what I mean, on the ground. It is what it is. The Eagles –
let me tell you the truth, JC. Mostert ain't getting over 50 yards, my guy. Jordan Davis is in the middle. He ain't getting 50 yards.
But Mostert don't run in the middle. He bounces outside and he catches screen
passes. Dean is back.
I hear you, but he catches screen passes. He's on the outside. He bounced on the outside. So let me see, JC, you did my little play last year. Wait, I did my play. Of course, you would go with the hot players. Come on, man. I can't undraft the players. This was before the season even started. I just feel like the Dolphins will have an explosive offense, period. But yeah, money. Yeah.
Shout out to the
money,
Phillies up there,
money.
baby.
You know what? I don't play for the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, I don't play for the Philadelphia Eagles, but I would get paid in fantasy, God damn it.
I believe Dank right here. I'll be surprised if he gets 50 yards. Thank you, Dank. He ain't getting no yards on us. You need to bench him.
Well,
I'm telling you this right now. Bench the boy.
He's in my starting lineup, man. He's in my starting line. Mostert is there. Mostert been good to me all season.
Hey, is that our league?
No. This is I think ESPN. So Puka, Debo Samuel, Laporta, St. Brown, Cooper. The Vikings defense last week was a sneaker pick. I picked the Vikings defense, and they got me 22 points in that league, and I'm 5-1 in that league with a $600 on the line. I don't know about you, but I could put some gas in my car with $600. You know,
gas in my car. Let's say $600. But let's go ahead and do it. I know it's early in the week, but we're gonna go ahead and give you a little bit of early score prediction.
Damn. Okay.
We don't know who's playing yet, so this score prediction can fluctuate.
Yeah.
A little higher, a little lower by the end of the week.
Yeah. So I would say that only because listen to me. If you're an Eagles hater, a Dolphins fan, watching Commander Big Simple out there watching and listening. Hopefully, y'all lose to the goddamn Giants because the Giants play the Bills tough, and y'all got your backs blown out by the Giants, by the way. Big Simple. And, you know what I mean? And the Giants should have beat the Bills, but it is what it is. And any given Sunday, I'm going to give you my real honest score prediction. I feel like because the Philadelphia Eagles lost last week, that the reporter's been asking Brian Johnson all week, what's up with the running game? Why you choose to throw it? That he's, that they're going to go back to their true identity. Dominate the offensive line. Just play tough nose. Defense up in the middle because knowing that they can be beat behind. So I see the Eagles winning this game 27-21.
27-21, 6 points. I like it.
Yeah.
Not even a whole touchdown, just 6 points.
Yeah.
I can see that happening, man. Off of that turnover I told you right before the half, the Eagles go up and get that. All right, I got you. Yeah, we're going to run them out, keep them off the field. And that's what we need to do, Dang. That's exactly what we need to do. And that's why I say the score is going to be a little bit higher than that because, like I said, our secondary is kind of suspect right now, and our defense is kind of suspect right now. So I'm going to say 31-28 Eagles.
31-28.
With a Jake Elliott field goal.
It's still a close game. It's
At
still
the end of the
game,
baby. Jake legs. He redeems himself for last week's miss.
Yeah.
He comes back and wins the game winner. Eagles win 31-28. We go to 6-1 while the Dolphins go
look,
to
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous about this game. If the Eagles would have won last week, I would have picked us to lose. I would have straight up picked us, the Philadelphia Eagles, to lose this week. Because I feel like they're feeling themselves. They're 6-0, and they've been getting by. And I feel like that they could do the same shit that got them by the first 6-0, right? But since they lost, and not only lost, but they lost to a team that they never lost to
ever
in the history of the franchise. Never lost to the Jets. Ever. They lost, and now they have to sit with it, eat with it. You know what I mean? Listen to the fans. The haters, the reporters, ask them questions, just doubt them. The only 5-1 team, the Detroit Lions is better than the Eagles. The 49ers are banged up from the flow up. They are favored over the 49ers, but the Eagles are bums. They frauds. So I feel like because of that loss, only because of that loss, that they're going to come out with the fire, like the NFC Championship game fire, and anything could happen. But I respect the Dolphins that much. I'm not going to have it a blowout. I'm going to have it a 6-point game.
Yeah, I agree. Field goal game. I got a field goal. I'm usually that guy that, we're going to lay the smackdown on you. But last game got me kind of worried a little bit. I ain't going to lie about it. Like, that game should have been a show enough win. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have even been a question. We should have won the game. It should have not. It was like you said, we never, ever lost to the Jets. That should not have been a day. Should not have been last Sunday, man, losing them Jets. That was one of the horriblest games watching. I hated it. My stomach's still sick from it. So I think we do bounce back. We do play a great game because the Dolphins is a good team. They are one of the best teams in the league. They're a great team.
I believe that Dolphins will play in the AFC Championship. They are that good. The Dolphins will be in the AFC Championship because, one, their speed, but two, not a lot of teams in the AFC have good defensive front like the NFC. I even give the Dallas Cowboys, the Commanders, the Eagles, like, you know what I mean? Like a leg up over a lot of teams besides the Browns and the AFC. Maybe the Ravens, depend on the day. So, I mean, but I feel like the NFC have a lot of fronts that could pressure the quarterback, but the AFC, so I see the Dolphins in a AFC Championship. So, Grandizer, my bad, my brother. It is what it is, but I keep it 100 all the time. Whether you like me, you don't, but I'm telling you the truth right now. Good luck. Just not this Sunday.
Grant is a Dolphins fan, guy. Grant is a Dolphins fan. He loves his Dolphins.
Y'all in the
Dolphins. But granted, I'm sorry. Like I said, they're gonna take that L. You know what I'm saying? Because we will show that we are still. Because everybody like, we lost this one game. Now we still don't have the best record in football. You know what I'm saying? Like we still got the best record in football. That didn't change.
No, we don't, because
ain't no undefeated team.
No, but they did a playoff projection today. If the playoff would start today, the 49ers would get a bye. The Eagles would play. We're
not doing that. Same record bye or not. Right now, as of right now, week 6, we are still got the tied for the best record in football right now today.
But look, I got us at 12-5, tying with the Dallas Cowboys. But I feel like because we're gonna have better win percentage over common opponents, we will win the division. Go check my hot takes. Go check my 5 bowl predictions.
Super Bowl preview.
Eagles versus Dolphins.
That'd be crazy. That'd be actually. I bet you they really hyped the game up that time. Yeah. So, like I said, we're still in the driver's seat in the NFC. Guys, don't trip out. The sky is not falling. The Eagles are going to be okay. And like you said, another good thing is when Hurts sucks, he come back and play great the next game. So he super sucked last game. Like, I hate even talking about how bad he sucked last game. Sure. Like, that's my boy. But he was trash.
No, he was trash.
He was trash last game.
And matter of fact, and look, and that's the difference between us and other fan base. Like, I don't follow a lot of fan base. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Cowboys, a lot of stink Commanders, a lot of little Giants on my, Twitter. So, but they are the fakest fans ever. But the Eagles, we go hard on our own players.
Oh, yeah.
We go hard on our own team. We don't need nobody else to do it for us. Guess what? We got this. We got this. So we don't need none of that because and the players, that's why weak-minded players can't play in Philly. The Carson Wentz, the Ben Simmons, even though I'm a Nets fan. Hey, guess what? He's in Brooklyn now. He's doing fine. MVP of the league. But let's go. You know what I mean?
He go with his Nets.
Hey, the weak-minded players can't play in Philly. That's the reason why, because the reporters will ask them hard questions. The fans will throw tomatoes at them and ask them hard questions. So, yes. So, we are hard on our fan, and that's why I feel like this is a bounce-back bang for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
That's just with both teams were 100% healthy.
Yeah, I know.
It would be a lot better if everybody was 100% healthy.
We never know, though. You know what I mean? It's early. It's only Tuesday, and the injury report came out.
The only 2 people I can see coming back is Carter and Johnson. What about our whole secondary?
Well, the thing is this. I think that Slay could have played last week because of the Jet Stadium, and we thought that we was going to beat the Jets. He got held out. I think Carter pushed him to shove. A playoff game, a must-win game.
Hell yeah, baby.
Paces going all the way, JC. Oh, my God. Here we go. So, I think Carter, you know what I mean? Because of we thought that we was going to beat the Jets, that he stayed out last week because of this upcoming game. So, Blankenship is my biggest worry because he is the best safety back there that we have. So, right now, we don't have no other safety because Blankenship with his
rib. What about Brown? You think Brown coming back this game? Because hasn't he been practicing?
Who, Brown?
Sydney.
Hamstring injuries are tricky. I don't think that he's going to come back this game. But Carter, Slay, Johnson, oh, man, I hate to say because of the 2-week ankle sprain MRI thing, whatever. But if he could gut it out, he will. He might play a series or 2.
He played a whole half a season all the way up to the Super Bowl with his whole groin.
Yeah, but a high ankle sprain is you are literally pushing on that.
But he said it wasn't high. It was a lateral ankle sprain.
Okay, a lateral. Okay. I mean, look, let's wait till Friday. If you're Eagles fan, on Friday, when the injury report come out on Friday, you will know who's playing, who's not playing on Friday. But until then, we can only guess and hope and wish and pray. that this person is not the one that's not going to be playing because this is a big game. You know,
like, yeah, do you really want to push his ankle? Really? Because Lane always have ankle issues. Do you really want to push him? Like, just let him sit out another week and let Driscoll have his week.
Well, because what? After the Dolphins game, we have who? The Commanders.
Commanders. Big Simple. And we don't get Big Simple.
Yo, I'll be at that game too. The Commanders.
Yeah, you going back-to-back games?
Yeah, back-to-back games, baby. I gotta go. Back-to-back game. Yo, I live in the DMV, so I will be at back-to-back game. And I'm hoping that Big Simple is there, so I could definitely take a picture with him with his sorry loser face, like me, like sorry.
Hey, go tell you gotta keep your left hand up though.
Oh no, I won't do that. I won't bless them with that. You know what I mean? Yo, I would not bless them with that. I will only mock them, point at them, all type of way, all that. I will never do a left hand up. It is what it is, unless it's for the civil rights movement, which is a right hand up. It is what it is. Let's get out of here.
All right, guys. Yo, hit that like, hit that subscribe on all channels. We support your YouTubers, your favorite Eagles YouTubers out there, man. JC Sports Talk and BIRDGANG 31. Hit that like. Go to both channels. If you haven't went to the other channels by now, go hit the other channel up. Hit that subscribe. Keep the movement going. And check us out next time on The Truth, because BG's always telling you the truth. JC kind of tells you the truth. At the end of the show, you got
realize this. You know what? This whole thumbnail was so innocent. Was made out of dress. Let me just do a thumbnail. But your mind, your psyche never lied to you. That's why the truth is on top of me. That's why
I think it's just up in the corner.
That's why the truth.
The world news on top of you.
No, the world.
Come all over the place, baby.
World news, breaking news. JC told the truth, and BIRDGANG to it is what it is type of whatever it is. But I'll tell you the truth. Hate it or love it, I tell you the truth.
Hey, like I always say at the end of my videos, fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.
We out. Peace.
On everybody, man, and welcome to the very, 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 very first episode of The